Lord's Path to Planar Conquest Chapter 14, Void Central City. The Void Plane, and even the entire universe. To say that there is the most prosperous place, it must be the Central City. You can tell from the name here, the center of the Void Plane. According to the structure of the Void Plane, this is the position of the tree center. There are countless races and many plane merchants gathered here. It can be said that here, as long as you pay the price, you can get everything. This is not an exaggeration, but a fact. Sartre has only been there once, and that was more than 10 years ago, when Damon took him to do business with him. Sartre deeply remembers that time Demon almost sold him to a mage. Although in the end, Demon took him back to the wilderness plane, it was not because Demon felt pity. It's that the mage's asking price was too low. He just wanted to buy a test item. Demon asked for a crystal from a plane. When he arrived at Void Central City this time, Sartre prepared a lot of divine materials for sale. Change the plane crystal and use it for shopping. Going to the Central City is very simple, just teleport through the gate of the plane. The coordinates of the Central City are all open. This time Sartre intends to take most with him. After all, he has been struggling for so many years, and he is very familiar with Canterlot. He knew the locations of many stores and the prices of materials, so Sartre wouldn't go around searching for it by himself. Tell Most to wait for him in Void Central City through Void Mark. Sartre opened the gate of the plane and went to the Central City. This time, Sartre did not bring any troops forward. If you want to ask where is the safest place in the entire universe, it must be Central City. Fighting is absolutely forbidden here. It's funny to say that, as a chaotic, brutal, and **** void, there is still the safest place in the universe like Central City. Is this what people call, the most dangerous place is the safest place? So here you can see all kinds of enemy races living in harmony, for example, angels and undead sitting together and talking loudly. Don't be surprised why the so-called most righteous, brightest and kindest angel appears in the most evil, darkest and most murderous place in the void. This is impossible in other places, but it is normal in Central City. If you ask why these powerful and brutal void lords and the powerhouses of many powerful planes can coexist peacefully here, and honestly obey the rules of the Central City. It's very simple, because there is a void will to take care of it here, and all the rules are set by the void will. Even the most powerful void lords, the 7 void kings, dare not violate the rules here. P.S. The 7 kings of the void are the 7 most powerful lords among the void lords. Each of them is sitting on thousands of planes, and the existence of the entire universe will be shaken. In addition, Void King is a title, not a rank of Void Lord. Void Kings still belong to the class of Void Lords, and of course their strength is far beyond that of ordinary Void Lords. In addition, this is an open plane, and no matter how powerful the existence is, there is a need, and you can find everything here. Various factors have created the most prosperous place in the universe. With a flash of light, Sartre appeared in a huge square that stretched for dozens of kilometers. The entire square was neatly lined with countless plane gates. And the gates of these planes are flashing almost all the time, and people are constantly entering and leaving, which is enough to see the prosperity of the Central City. Although Void Central City is called a city, the area of this city occupies the entire central plane. That's right, the entire Central City is a complete plane, and it's also a high-level plane. There are hundreds of other gate squares in the Central City of the plane gate square in front of Sartre. Although Sartre had been to Central City once, he was still amazed by the sight in front of him. Not to mention this, Sartre left the gate of the plane, and there was a rental magic mechanical car in front of him. Sutter and Most have agreed to meet in the north area of the Central City. After negotiating a good price and spending a plane crystal, Sartre got on the magic mechanical car and rushed to the assembly point. Is it a little unexpected to hear the magic mechanical car, but this is very normal. Among the many planes in the universe, there are also many planes dominated by technology, and the Void Plane also swallowed many such planes. It can be said that the entire Central City is the pinnacle of the combination of magic and technology. The cultivation side and the technology side have their own advantages and disadvantages. The cultivation side focuses on the strength of personal power, and derives various mysterious powers. The technology side focuses on the development of weapons and equipment, and various technologies can greatly improve the quality of life. No matter which development direction it is, its strength cannot be underestimated. However, the technology side generally focuses on large-scale army operations, and the strength of individual strength is not enough. Among the 7 kings of the void, there is only one, king of machinery, on the technology side. But don't underestimate the technology side because of this. You must know that the great thing about the technology side is that they can create a huge army without a troop nest. Using the automated arsenal, a large number of mechanical soldiers can be created in a very short period of time. And with the integration of various planes, the technology side and the practice side began to be compatible with each other, absorbing each other's strengths. And a large number of magic technology products were born. The magic mechanical car that Sartre rides is such a product. The entire car is made of steel, and the complex mechanical parts inside are engraved with magic patterns, using elemental essence as energy. The car runs without any noise. Sitting in the car, I don't feel any vibration, and it is stable and comfortable. You can even activate the magic barrier to protect the people inside when you are in danger. The car was very fast, and it took less than 4 minutes for more than 50 kilometers. When the North District arrived, Sartre got off the car and rushed to the meeting point. In front of you, you can faintly see the magnificent corner of the city. Countless magnificent buildings of different styles can be seen in the field of vision. Some buildings are all made of metal, reflecting the metallic luster, some are made of masonry, but the whole building is engraved with mysterious magic patterns. And there is a huge amount of magic power flowing on it. There are many more strange buildings, such as completely built houses on top of giant trees, strange and huge insect buildings, which seem to be alive. Countless strange buildings are gathered here, and you reading www.wuxiaworld.com are neatly arranged. Sartre looked and walked for a while. From a distance, I saw Mosta standing in front of a shop waiting. Most sensed the arrival of Sartre through the imprint, and hurriedly greeted him. Master, you're here. You said you would sell some divine materials in exchange for plain crystals. This shop specializes in collecting all kinds of materials, and the prices are fair. I used to find some good materials for sale here. Sartre looked at the store. Most said. The shape of the store is a tall attic. From the outside, it can be seen that there are many floors inside. The exterior decoration of the attic is very simple and simple. There is a big plaque on the shop, which reads, Blue Exchange. Sutter asked Most to lead the way and entered the Azure Exchange. As soon as I walked in, I was suddenly enlightened. The space inside the exchange is obviously several times larger than the outside. This is also the conventional method of the central city. You must know that it is the most prosperous place in the void. The land here is no longer a metaphor for an inch of land. It can be said that the price of a house of hundreds of square meters in the central city can buy a secondary plane. There is a row of counters in the exchange, and each counter has people buying and selling things in front. There are rows of seats on both sides of the hall, all of which are full of people or, people, and the void has all kinds of strange looks. Not to mention those with horns on their heads like Sutter. The image of a stallion head with wings on the back is normal. Those people are holding number plates with numbers in their hands. Above the center of the hall are 4 large display screens, corresponding to the 4 directions. Below is a self-service registration machine, from which their number plates are taken out. Popular today. 1.